Buenos tardes, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it, you already know. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Bye. Look, in a menudo style and direct fashion, we're going to get straight to the content of the day, man. But before we do, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you. I appreciate all the support. I know I couldn't do it without you. So I just seen a video right now. I seen a couple videos, man. And first and foremost, I want to say shout out to Renegade Media, dropping that dope content. And shout out to Toro, man. Little Toro doing his thing too, man. Red on red. Let's talk about red on red. Because it seems like both these individuals, it seems like we all watched that video, man, of Toro, that live. Everyone did a video on it, man. And a lot of people keep saying kid, youngster, kid. He was a young man. He was a young gentleman. And first and foremost, do I think what little Toro did to him by beating him up was cool? No, obviously not. But he had his own reasons. He put his own reasons out. The guy was interviewed. He put his reasons out. And again, man, all I could say was it was an unfortunate situation that probably could have been avoided, but was not. And it is what it is. Shit happens. You know, shit happens. No, it's not cool to be beating up on people. No, it's not cool to ever resort to violence. But things do happen. You know, when you're hanging around with the guy in a fucking motel room, what do you expect to happen? You know, hopefully no Diddy, right? But at the end of the day, it went down the way it went down. It was live. People seen it. And people keep tagging it and labeling it as this kid got beat up. They're doing it for clicks and views. This was not a kid. This was a young gentleman who shouldn't have been in a fucking hotel room with another man in the first place. And unfortunately, man, you know, yes, Toro does have some issues. Yes, Toro does have a different perspective on things and a different way of thinking, right? So I've been around him personally, so I could tell you, man, there's no hatred in my heart towards Toro. I know that he's going through some situations and some things. And if anything, man, I feel as raza, we should help one another rather than belittle and push people down, right? Period. Now, I know that guy probably didn't deserve what he got. But at the end of the day, man, that's Toro's perspective. Like I said, his perception of what was going on. And for people to say and clown him and disrespect him because of the situation he's in, because he's homeless, because he's living in a tent, because he doesn't have everything that everyone else have, well, that ain't cool, right? That ain't cool at all, man. We're all brown men. We've all been through a struggle. Now, I seen Renegade Media's video, and I felt that he was putting out the situation or reacting to the situation the way he felt like he should. That's his perspective on things, man. You know, whether it's for views, clicks, or he's doing it, man, because that's how he truly feels. I ain't knocking that man's hustle. Let that man do what he does. Again, man, anyone could do videos on anything they want to do. That's part of being a public figure. That's part of social media. Is it always right all the time? No. Are my videos right all the time? No. No one's videos are right or wrong. It's just that man's way of thinking, and that man's going to put shit out there the way he does. So as far as Renegade Media doing his video, you know, other than saying that guy was a kid, I understand we all say that. You know, I say it too. When I see a youngster, I call him a kid or a youngster. But he was, in fact, a grown man. Anything past the age of 18, man, and I guess anyone could get it, right? The thing is, where was his antennas when little Toro started to trip out a little bit? He should have got the fuck on and up out of there, man. Unfortunately, he was just happy and hyped to be around a rapper and didn't understand the situation he was in. He was in a dangerous situation. You know, this is a man that's little Toro, that's homeless, that's going through a lot of things with his baby mamas and his ex-wives and whatever he has going on, his personal life. I only speak on it because he's put it out there for everyone to speculate on, right? But as an ex-norteño myself, when I see a homeboy down and out and struggling, man, I feel for that. I feel that energy. I don't feel the 5G, but I feel that energy. Now, this 5G stuff he's talking about, this witchcraft stuff, yes, I believe witchcraft is real. I have been to Mexico. I have seen palo. I have seen some stuff, right, that'll trip you out. You know, at the end of the day, the 5G stuff, all I know is iPhones. I don't really know about all that. So, you know, I'm not going to sit here and knock a man on what his beliefs are. His beliefs ain't. But at the same time, you know, we all could agree that little Toro is going through some things that could fuck up anyone's mental stability. Okay, so Jay Hans did his video, J59 Renegade Media, and he said what he had to say. Now, I seen a video that little Toro did, a clapback video. That's all I could call it. And he looked a little disgruntled. He looked a little upset. There was a lot of jabs and uppercuts being thrown in that video. You know, he called Renegade Media basically a tecato. And I don't know if that's true or not. You know, if that man indulged in prison, there's a lot of vatos that indulge in prison, to be quietly as it's kept. To be truthfully honest with you, there's a lot of guys that do hard drugs in prison. And that's just a fact of life. You know, that's penitentiary living. Not saying everyone does and it's a good thing or a bad thing. We all know that drugs, man, can only lead you to a path of destruction. But at the same time, if that man was involved in that at any type of level, that's on him. Again, that's his business. Again, it's only being scrutinized if he put it out himself. Of course, Little Toro's going to look for any ammunition to clap back because he felt disrespected. He felt like this guy was utilizing his name, someone he respected. And I can understand that now. When Little Toro was talking about in his video that he reached out to Renegade Media to help him with the social media, no one is obligated to help no one. Little Toro reached out to me. I did do all I could do to help him. Ultimately, I was not able to put him in a position to get his money from YouTube, but I took an hour out of my day to try to help him because I want to see everyone prosper, man. It hurts my heart to see motherfuckers on the street struggling. You know, I've been in situations, man, where I was that close to being homeless. I've been in a situation with the baby mamas. I've been in a situation with the exes where they're talking a whole lot of shit, you know? And sometimes it's true and sometimes it ain't. And at the same time, man, any man that's going through a struggle, we shouldn't kick him when he's down. Period. It's all about helping the next man, not hurting the next man. You can't proclaim on YouTube to want to help people and then in the same token just belittle and talk shit about them. On any level, for anyone. That's going out to anybody, right? Not particular people. But now I see people in the comments talking about Renegade Media versus Toro. Handle it in the ring. Have a rap battle. Have a rap contest. Look, I'll say this, man. Respects to both of them. They both could rap. Me, I'm a fan of Little Toro when it comes to the rap game. He's been doing it for a lot of years. He does it at a very professional level when he does it. And people see that he's living in a tent or staying in a tent right now and that he doesn't have his situation all together. But like that man said in his video, he's going to get it together. And I truly believe he has the heart, the integrity, the fucking fortitude, and the want to go get it, to go get that. Every man can bounce back. The bounce back is real. They say the fall is real, but the bounce back is realer, right? So I think as content creators, as people, we need to uplift each other and help each other, especially if we came from that same side of the coin. See, I was a norteño. J-Hands was a norteño. So was Little Toro at some point. Whether he's still active, still in good standings, that's his business, man. I don't get into all that. I could sit here and tell you what I truly think about that. But again, my perspective on that doesn't even matter. Who cares if he's active or non-active or if he affiliates with who he wants to affiliate with? He's a grown man first and foremost. And as men, gangs aside, man, we're going to do what we do. Repercussions and all that shit later. Okay? Or even tomorrow. You just never know. But for all the people trying to antagonize and pump this shit up, that's saying they need to go against each other and this and that. Why? Why? These were homeboys from the same coin at one point in time. Different parts of California, yes. I know Toro's from Fairfield or Vacaville, excuse me. From San Francisco, Vacaville, that whole area. And, you know, and I know J-Hands is from Tulare County. And both of those areas are very well respected within the Norteño movement, right? So a lot of these guys went through hardship and struggle. They've both been incarcerated. They both know what it is to see disloyal homeboys and treacherous homeboys turn their back on them. They've both been through a lot of the same shenanigans. Now, albeit every man is on a different level. Some men work hard for their families. Some men don't got it like that. Some men are in different predicaments, have different, people that are in their lives, different support systems. I don't knock the next man because I got more than him or he has more than me. I don't hate on it. If a motherfucker buys a new house, new truck, new car, new jewelry, all that, cool. It's not all about monetary things. It's not all about what you got. It's all about your heart, your mind, your spirit, and pushing, right? That's what it's about. So for those that are clowning Little Toro and talking shit about him because he's staying in a tent, so what? That man's breathing, he's living, and like he said, he's able to walk wherever he wants and goes wherever he goes. Now, as far as Little Toro talking shit about J-Hand saying, hey, he could walk, why do people always say that? I'm still good in my hood, or I still can walk here with my head held high. As a man, it ain't about where you're from, it's where you're at and how you're walking. So to see this back and forth, and I know J-Hands didn't intend it to be disrespectful, but it did come out that way, homie. It just came out a little bit disrespectful. And, before you know someone personally, you talk to them, you get the behind the scenes story, you do your homework. You do your homework and you find out, what it was. Because we all know, I think we all are of an understanding right now that Little Toro needs more help than the next man. Okay, he might not want to take it. He's a Mexican or he's Puerto Rican. He's prideful. He's got that pride. We all got that pride. We're born with it. It's instilled within our ancestry and our bloodline. We're Aztec warriors. We're indigenous fuck. We got that love, right? We got that thug in us. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that, he doesn't need help. Whether it's mental, whether it's monetary, whatever it is. I've done all I can do to help him. I helped him with a little bit of bread. I helped him fucking with a little bit of my time. And now I'm helping him right here by saying, homie, don't indulge or involve yourself in the shenanigans, the back and forth. Live by my standard. I did that before. I did that back and forth shit. That shit gets old fast. And all it does is feed into the negativity of what people want to see, which is the raza's demise. Red on red. Perfect situation here. You got J-Hands, and yes, J-Hands, you do have a big channel. Yes, you do get views, but we're talking about fucking YouTube social media content. At the end of the day, who gives a shit about views? Who gives a shit about all that stuff, man? It's all about being a man and having morals and having some type of integrity about yourself and respect. And respecting the next man to see when he's down and out and on his, on his luck, to say, hey, bro, let me lend you a helping hand, or to not even speak on that period. Now, I understand we all did videos about little Toro. I'm not innocent, right? And I feel the way I feel. But I also have reached out to little Toro several times on the phone, tried to get a hold of him. We had a deep conversation. See, when I seen that video, the first thing I did was not make a video on it. The first thing I did was tap in with him and make a phone call. Hey, bro, he tapped in. What's up? What happened? What the fuck happened, bro? See, that's the way I talk to him. That's the truth. There is no sitting here and telling you, trying to act tough and cool. That's the way I talk to everyone. What the fuck happened, bro? What were you thinking? Why would you put that on live? Because my first train of thought is this. Why would you put yourself in a position to be incarcerated or to get law enforcement looking at you, man, or to get yourself in a situation where you can get sued? I know you don't got anything, but still, bro, just what happened? And he told me his story. And albeit, man, sometimes when Toro does talk, it's a little bit of rambling. It's a little bit of, I can't really decipher, but I know the man personally. I know enough to know that this vato believes in his truth. He believes what he believes. And I respect him as a man enough to say, you know what, Carnal? Cool, bro. If that's how you were feeling, I wouldn't have did it or put myself in that type of position. But I am no man to tell you what to do and what not to do. And I'm definitely not going to kick you when you're down, homie. I'm not going to talk about what you have or you don't have. Just like I would do with J-Hands. I don't care what he has or what he don't has. As a man, I hope that he has way more. I want to see everybody win. Remember, at the end of the day, man, I've helped both of these guys the only way I can, man. And that's through canalismo and showing love. Now, as far as the back and forth shit, who could still walk in their hood, who's a dropout, who's active, and all that, you're feeding into the negativity of what people want you or what they perceive you to be. The last thing we need on YouTube is guys that were once Northerners or still currently are going at it. Yeah, everybody has bad things in their past, bro. Nobody's perfect. So what if J-Hands indulged in drugs while he was in prison? That's his prerogative. Like Bobby Brown, he could do what he want to do. Okay? Does it make him a bad man because if he used needles or whatever? No, of course. I don't do it. I don't agree with it. But I had homeboys that did it all the time, and I would show them just as much love as the next homeboy. I never knocked their hustle or knocked them down for that. My primo Pepe gets high every day. And I don't hate him for it. I love him for it. I give him money all the time, and I deal with the shenanigans because I know what he's going through. He's fighting his demons. As far as a man hooping a pedazo, I seen Little Toro said, hey, I never hooped a pedazo. Well, as an active norteño on any high level, bro, in prison, it is a mandatory thing. Now, I know that Little Toro has said that he carried RBs or whatever, and I know a lot of homeboys did, man. But as a homeboy that functioned on a 4-yard or a 3-yard, it's a mandatory for an active homeboy, bro, to be properly secure at all times, to defend the casa. That's just how that goes, right? That's politics. And if you're still functioning, or if you've ever functioned at that level, then you understand that. I'm not here to knock J-Hands or Toro, but I'm here to diffuse a situation, man. A situation that I know J-Hands probably could care less. Let me tell you though, bro. This is how it all starts. We had a conversation, J-Hands, before. You asked me, you said, damn, bro, how do you do it? Do you remember that? You said, damn, bro, I see all these people going in on you and talking shit. Damn, you must have thick skin, bro. How do you do it? And I said, it just is what it is, bro. I know me. I don't give a fuck what they think about me. I know me. And I'm going to keep it pushing. And I knew deep down in my mind, right? I was thinking, you'll see, bro. Your time will come. And I see a lot of people go at J Hands, right? The thing is, just keep doing you, carnal. Hey, don't trip off what other people think. But definitely don't act like you're better than anyone else, because you're not. You know, because you get a few more views or you got a few more people on your bumper doesn't mean you're better than everyone else. We're all the same. We're all non-active, homie, right? We're all going to get whacked one day the same as anyone else, or hopefully not, you know, some before others. That's just what it is. At the end of the day, I hope that your family, you, and everyone around you are truly blessed. And I hope that you know how blessed you are, bro. You're a very charismatic individual that tell good stories. At the end of the day, if you keep it that way and stay up out of talking shit about other people, you'll win. I'm learning the hard way, bro. Like I said, live vicariously through me. Every move that you see that I made in the negative, do it in the positive. I was making lefts, make that right. As far as Toro goes, man, we need as people to rally behind him, not to fucking desecrate and shit on this man. We don't need to keep continuing to aggravate this man and what he's going through. He knows what he's going through. He looks happy. That about the damn near choked on a carrot. He wasn't tripping off what this is. But of course he's going to defend himself, and righteously so. You know, that was his name that was slandered and dragged through the mud. You know, whatever he did, he did. And of course, little Toro, you need to understand, homie, because I know you're going to watch this video. You can't expect to put something like that on live and hint not to speak on it. They are. Now, as far as that dude being a kid and whatever, he should have took his young ass home. Period. That's it. You know, was he a kid, a minor? No. People are just sensationalizing that and using that as a way to get more views. Okay, but that dude was not a kid. He was a 22-year-old young man that should have been getting clecha and laced up by an OG like Toro. I'm not saying he's my OG. I'm just saying, you know, to that guy. But instead, he caught Toro at a bad time, which is any time. Anyone can get it, right? You know, people sit there and say, oh, yeah, I'm an anybody killer. Anybody can get it. Well, he just proved to you that anyone can. You know, people are trying to flip it. And then when this dude bites back and when little Toro defends himself, then people say, oh, well, you're homeless. You're in a tent. You ain't got shit. So what? He's got pride. He's got air. He's still got life. And until he doesn't, man, he's not going to make them power moves wearing shower shoes. So I respect everyone. As far as the people that are antagonizing the situation and trying to pump it up, hey, little Toro versus Renegade Media, why, man? I seen one guy said, damn, how do you even compare to J Hands? You don't get views. Who gives a fuck about a view, bro? Are you getting any of that money from YouTube because of it? But you stay watching. Look, at the end of the day, it's this. It doesn't matter about money. Money doesn't make the man. The man is supposed to make the money, right? Instead of hurting each other, we need to help each other as raza. That's the problem. Everybody's always trying to shit on the next man to come up. Come up on your own. Tell your own stories. Do you. Don't tell other people's stories or shit on them, right? Why? What do you get out of it? A little bit of money? Money ain't everything, bro. Money can be easily lost as much as it is gained. I don't hate that man, Toro. We've had our differences in the past. Do I feel sorry for him? I don't feel sorry for him either. Because I know he's going to make it. J-Hands is making it right now. We were once norteños of the same cause, striving for something better than ourselves. Whether you fell off, or whether you got removed, or whether you're disgruntled with it, or whether it didn't work out the way it didn't work out, that's not on anyone else, that's on you, bro. Period. Just like my things are on me. I don't blame anyone else for my status or my standings. I understand, man, that I could have fucking did something different if I wanted to, but it was all my choice. See, everything we do, we have a choice. Anyways, as far as what I've seen, this back and forth, people are, oh, there's a beef. There ain't no fucking beef. J-Hands is not going to acknowledge it. I'm sure he's not. Why? If he does, it's for numbers and views, and I understand that. Get your money, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And as far as little Toro, you know, you have to fight back, bro. I'm tired of seeing people talk shit about him. Dubs did a video, man, saying, hey, man, Davalta needs help. We don't kick a man when he's down, and everyone's, oh, Dubs wants to, he loves little Toro. He wants to be, nah, bro, he don't even know him. I do, though. And I can tell you, bro, he's a brown man going through a struggle. Have you ever went through a struggle? Have you, you know, all of us are just a fucking food stamp away from being fucking hungry. All of us are just a fucking, a missed paycheck away from homeless. So before we knock the next man and be critical of another man, and because one guy's more popular than the other, you know, we need to not do that. I believe these guys could make music together. I believe these guys could make noise together. You know, when, J-Hands would never do that with Toro because Toro's this, or Toro would never do because J-Hands is that. Bro, we're all in the same boat. Ain't nobody doing it. Ain't nobody active functioning like that. I know Toro in his mind, he says, hey, I'm active, I'm this and this, that. Bro, stop it. Look, let's just be real here. Whether you're in good standings or not, bro, I respect you for who you are, man. I'm glad that you fought back, but at the end of the day, bro, let's stop this shit before it escalates and turns into something it shouldn't be. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head. Yes, I have to go OG on him. I have to tell him. You know, they didn't ask for, I know no one asked for your input, gun. Fuck you. Period. I'm going to say what I say and give you my perspective on it. Instead of feeding into the bullshit, this guy versus this guy. Nah, bro, we're all the same. Nah, bro, nah. The gun.